Good morning, everybody. This is Liz Choate, registered dietitian and director of clinical nutrition here at Jackson Purchase Medical Center, doing another Learning with Liz lesson today. Well, it's the month of March, and guess what? March is National Nutrition Month. And so, of course, that's near and dear to any dietitian's heart, is National Nutrition Month. So today I'm just going to kind of explain to you what the theme is this year and what we're trying to encourage people to do with eating healthy. So the theme this year for National Nutrition Month is Fuel for the Future. And when I first read that, I was like, what the heck are they talking about? National Nutrition Month has been going on actually for 50 years. This is the 50th year anniversary for National Nutrition Month. And with Fuel for the Future, what they're trying to encourage us to do is to try to eat more nutrient-dense foods, think about our surroundings, trying to have foods from all the different food groups. So I'm going to kind of go through some different parts of it and explain what they're trying to encourage us all to do. Also attached to this talk today will be the slides that I'm kind of going over, and you can kind of read it in a little bit more detail. And again, like I said, it's trying to explain what it's trying to encourage us all to do. So, as I said, they're trying to encourage us to eat more nutrient-dense food. And what that, kind of like the definition of that, it provides vitamins, minerals, and other health-promoting components, and have little or added sugars or added saturated fat or added sodium, and things such as vegetables and fruits, our whole grains, seafood, eggs, chicken, turkey, lean beef, lean pork. They're encouraging us to try to have all of those types of foods every single day. So, as I said, there's a couple of bullet points that they're trying to encourage us when talking about fuel for the future. So the first one is try to eat with the environment in mind. So I was like, what the heck does that mean? So I was talking over with my dietetic intern about that, and we were like, oh, okay, this makes more sense when it's trying to encourage us to try to have more plant-based foods if possible. I know sometimes a goal is to try to have one plant-based meal a week. So instead of having meat with something, try to have, maybe if you have pasta, just with a marinara sauce and maybe some vegetables added in with that. So it's encouraging us we need protein, we need meats, but maybe not have it every single day. Try to purchase foods with minimum packaging. So in other words, we're trying to decrease the amount of packaging that we have at home that we throw away, or we could recycle it. So trying to buy those foods that have less of that packaging. Try to buy foods that are in season and shop locally when possible. You know, it's springtime. Everybody's going to start planting their gardens, and we'll have the farmers market available for us. So trying to buy more of that produce that's locally grown if possible. Or start a container type of garden in your backyard, and that way you can have some of those fresh vegetables. The second point is if a person has they want to discuss anything nutrition-wise, who do they need to talk to? Well, they need to talk to the registered dietitian, because that is the person that is actually the nutrition expert, and we can give a person personalized information about what's going on with their health and things such as that. The next bullet point is try to stay nourished and save money. So plan your meals, plan your snacks, write out what your menu's going to be for the week. Then I really like this one, and I need to do this more often. It says, see what foods you have at home before purchasing more. You think, oh, I might need that oil, that canola oil, and you go and buy it, and then you get home like, I already had a whole container of it. So make sure you're doing that shopping list before you leave home. And then learn about community resources if a person needs to, such as things like the SNAP program, the WIC program, and other things like food banks that are available for someone who maybe can't, monetarily kind of go and buy some of those foods, but they can go to a food bank and get some of those foods. And then just try to eat foods, in a variety, and have foods from all of the different food groups. Our body needs everything. It needs protein, it needs carbohydrates, it needs fat. trying to make sure we have all of those things every single day in with our diet. Try to, it says encourage to have foods in different types of forms: fresh, frozen, canned, dried. If you're like, well, I don't want to get canned vegetables, well, get frozen vegetables, especially if the fresh vegetables aren't available. Or if you buy canned vegetables and you want to cut back a little bit with the sodium in it, you can actually pour the juice off of them, and that helps to take some of that salt out of that product. And just remember that you're eating for the fuel for your body. So making sure that we have all of those different components that we need. And then the last one is make tasty foods at home. So trying to, learn different cooking skills, different ways to prep and prepare your foods. Try new flavors, try new foods from different cultures. You never know, you might like something that's a food like from an Indian culture or from a Hispanic culture or a French culture, and you're like, oh, this is pretty good. It's different, but very good. And then find creative ways to do different types of foods with leftovers. Don't just throw those foods away. Try to, mix. If you had some leftover vegetables from one day, the next day maybe do a pasta dish that you put those vegetables into. And then, create happy memories, eating with your family, eating with your friends. Don't eat, just like right in front of that TV. I'm guilty of that a lot of times, but make sure you're talking with your family and friends when you're eating with that. If you want more information about National Nutrition Month, you can go to the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics website, which is eatright.org, and you can get more information about National Nutrition Month. Also, there's a lot of different tips and different all sorts of like educational things that are on that website for anybody, also for the dietitian, but also for the general public. So I hope you enjoyed our lesson today, talking about what National Nutrition Month theme is this month, Fuel for the Future, and now kind of understand what the different points are. So if you have any questions, please just drop us a little line, or you can give me a call in the office, and I hope everyone has a great day.